Mayor Mark Bowden, who is on the phone with us right now from neighboring Danbury. Mr. Mayor, what can you tell us about this situation, about the potential injuries?
Well, at this point, our hospital is treating 3 victims here in Danbury. There'll be a presser at 1 o'clock that the press will be able to attend to get more details in terms of what happened. Obviously, our hearts and prayers go out to the folks, the victims and the families of the victims right now. And it's a difficult time for everybody in the greater Danbury area. All of our schools here in Danbury have a heightened police awareness and presence, as well as all the regional schools in the area. So we're working at it hard and offering all the assistance we can to Newtown.
Mr. Mayor, you mentioned the 3 victims at the hospital. What can you tell us about them? Are they teachers? Are they students?
I can't discuss who they are and the nature of their injuries. I will tell you, though, that some of the injuries are rather serious. But other than that, I can't discuss it.
What about the children? Do we know if the children in the school witnessed this incident? Do you know if it happened inside a classroom?
I don't know the details. Our crime scene investigators, along with state police, are doing what they need to do, which is piece together the incident. I'm sure there'll be much more detailed information at 1 o'clock for everybody, but obviously a very scary situation for all parents in the greater Danbury area.
Real quick, I want to ask you, on our screen right now, we have reports now of multiple fatalities. That's from a local newspaper. We've been able to confirm, according to the local officials to the Associated Press, that the gunman is dead. Do you know of any other fatalities?
There are multiple fatalities, and the gunman is dead. That's correct.
The multiple fatalities, again, we can't identify the people involved, of course, and we understand we want to be respectful of that. And Mr. Mayor, we appreciate the information that you can provide to us. Can you take us back to what you do know transpired this morning? Perhaps give us an idea of what happened early on?
Well, obviously, the shooting took place earlier this morning. I will say Newtown, the town of Newtown, their administrative team did a tremendous job at managing a very difficult situation. They're obviously very tied up right now, and probably we'll be talking a little bit later about the steps that they took. But every community since 9/11 in this area has an action plan as it relates to whether it's a school shooter or whether it's a mass casualty event. We drill it all the time. We practice it all the time. The kids practice it all the time. And that's why we do these things for these tragic situations. We're ready for them. So.
And we see your response, by the way. I mean, the response looks overwhelming on the ground with state and local police. Have you heard of any motive for the shooting?
All of that is still open to investigation, but certainly something that I think we'll find out as the afternoon goes on.
And just getting back to the fatalities at this time, what can you tell us about the fatalities? Can you give us any information on whether or not it's administration, the teachers, children, anything?
I'm sorry, I can't. I just
No, that's okay. We understand. I just had, you know, our viewers have been so patient with us over the last several hours, and you have as well, because it's been a very chaotic situation. And I want to point out to our viewers is that oftentimes, and Mr. Mayor, I know you know this as well, these shootings, you know, happen in high schools. And when you have high schools, you have students, they're texting, they're tweeting, they're on Facebook. Right. There's a lot of communication right away. And we have to remind our viewers that these are little kids, kindergarten through 4th grade at this school. So that definitely affects the information. John, I think you have some questions for the mayor as well.
Well, I also know that they have, you know, part of the frustration here for parents is that police had to sweep the school, had to sweep every single room of a school and ensure that there was no other danger. Has that been completed at this point, as far as you know?
They're still working on a sweep, but that's the correct protocol, and that's what's drilled with each police department in the area. There's maps made of every school, every closet, every building. They know exactly where everything is, and they take a very pragmatic approach and go through each room, closet by closet, to ensure that the place is secure. So you're absolutely right. They're working on that right now, and that's the appropriate procedure going forward.
Some of the early reports suggested there might be multiple gunmen. Have you seen anything to verify that, or are we just talking about one shooter here who is dead?
I've heard that same report. I don't have any information that would either confirm it, you know, or dispel that report at this time. It's an very active investigation. State police takes the lead along with Newtown Police Department, and obviously our police department is providing any assistance necessary.
At this time, Mr. Mayor, we heard that some of the families were being told to go to a local firehouse. Can you give us a status report? Have families, for the most part, been reunited with some of their children, or is it still a process that's ongoing right now?
It's my understanding that most of the children have been reunited with families. They had my hat goes off to Newtown. They did a tremendous job at managing a very difficult situation. They have a plan in place, an evacuation plan in place. They followed to the T. It worked. They were able to hold the students and protect the students while this catastrophic event was going on. And I'm pretty sure everybody's been reunited in terms of children and families.
I'm getting some more breaking news into our newsroom from your local newspaper, the Hartford Courant, that says that the shooting took place inside the kindergarten classroom. Can you confirm that for us?
I cannot.
Okay. Mr. Mayor, what do you think is important for, as we take a look at this community? Again, a K through 4 school, nearly 700 students. Have you ever had something like this happen before in the community?
This is a very quiet, peaceful area of the country. Generally, no, we haven't. But I will say that there's a reason why we have all these emergency management plans, and they work. And this is the reason why we even drill with kindergarten students about how to evacuate the building appropriately. This is why. So, with the right planning, we avoided what could have been even a worse catastrophic situation than what we have here. And I think parents can feel comfort that every community in the greater Danbury area drills these plans. The kids know them, the parents are briefed on them, and it pays off when you have an awful situation like this.
Mr. Mayor, you've been most gracious with your time during a very difficult situation. We so appreciate the information from you and wish you the best of luck throughout the day. We'll, of course, stay close for any more information, but thank you very much, sir.